Hello, welcome back to RevScale YouTube channel. We're going to be going over the sunset flow. The sunset flow is extremely important because what it does is it filters out people who are not engaged with your brand anymore, and it automatically suppresses their profiles and gets your Klaviyo bill reduced and increases your email health and deliverability. What is a sunset flow? It's basically interacting with people who aren't engaged with your brand anymore, right? And so I think this flow, it has a lot of significance for your email channel and your email health and the cost of your ESP as well. It affects all that. So I'm going to break that all down and go over the theory, why we do the flow, how we can set it up, and just some quick examples. Yeah, the sunset flow is like super important. So let's break all that down. Okay, so this is the sunset flow theory. Why are we doing a sunset flow? Some subscribers in your email list just become engaged over a period of time, and they naturally just become unengaged, and they need to churn from your list. It's actually a healthy part of email list management, of email health and deliverability management, and it should be expected, right? You're acquiring customers, your brand is live, for a certain period of time, and eventually people just stop paying attention, stop opening the email, stop buying from you. And that's okay. That's the natural customer journey. We're constantly acquiring new subscribers and new customers. So what do we do with these people? We give them a chance to engage with us again. How do we, interact with them? We're going to create a flow called the sunset flow, right? And how is this flow triggered? It's triggered by a segment. And if you've seen my other videos, you know how to trigger a flow by segment. It's very simple. You create a segment with a definition, then you go to create flow from scratch, and then you just select, trigger, by segment, right? By metric, by segment, boom. And what is a segment? This is the segment, right? So if someone has not opened an email or clicked an email in the last 180 days or 6 months, and someone hasn't opened an email or clicked an email, at least once over all time, and they're subscribed to your list, and um, they just aren't engaged anymore. You can see it says and then and or, right? So we're just trying to call out people who just like aren't looking at your emails anymore. And so like these people are part of your Klaviyo billing based on active profiles, or not, but we need to interact with these people somehow and say like, hey, there's no interaction here, right? On email or like any other type of activity. So let's hit them up, So we say, once this segment is triggered, it's been a while since you last engaged with us. Here's an incentive, right? And if they don't open or click that, we notify them we're going to unsubscribe you from your list. We don't want to bother your email. We respect you, but this is our brand. And if you ever want to come back, no worries. We're welcome to have you. Here's the incentive again. If not, goodbye forever, right? And then you are going to update the profile as suppressed. And you do that by a profile property update, which I will show you how to do in the following video. But this is really, really an important flow. It might be one of the most important flows because anything that affects email deliverability or your Klaviyo billing is de facto going to be the most important, right? Because you want ROI on any ESP or any app you use, and this affects your ROI. Secondly, you also want, to maximize your email health, because maximizing your email health is the number one thing you can do to make money. The more people that see your emails, the more money you're going to make for your brand. Therefore, this helps with this, so you should do it. So that's kind of like the theory aspect of why we do a sunset flow. If we were to create this flow from scratch, you would have to create the segment first, right? So this is the segment inside Klaviyo you need to create, right? So you'd go to audience under list and segments, create segment, title it sunset flow, and then create these definitions, right? You can screenshot this, you can pause this, whatever you need to do, go and create this. If you want to do it, in the last 365 days, so you have a brand that has a longer, consideration cycle, like luxury furniture, it might be 365 to 2 years, right? But either way, make this, then you'll go to flows, and let's go to sunset here. you would create the flow from scratch, or they might have it on Klaviyo. You know, I'm almost positive that they have it. If we go to create flow and you go to sunset, let's look at it. When someone joins unengaged, yeah. I mean, just follow this video, honestly. I think this is better what we're doing here, okay? So we'll go back to sunset. When someone is added to trigger, as you know, if you see my other videos, you just, create flow from scratch, and then, you'll have, any of the triggers you select here. The trigger here is added to segment, and that is the sunset flow for the segment we created. So anyone that enters the segment, that is the trigger for the flow. As soon as they enter the segment, it's gonna wait 4 hours, and then it's gonna send that first email, right? Any filters, open emails 0 times since starting this flow. So obviously they just entered a segment based off them being unengaged. But say in that time period of them entering this segment, they actually go by and they receive and interact with an email. So they started the flow, they were in the 4-hour time frame. They will be filtered out if that happens, and they won't receive this email. And these filters apply to any of the emails, right? Click email 0 times and starting this flow. So what does this first email look like? Okay, real example right here. Hey, name, we've noticed it's been a while since you last hopped into the van. We're always creating products that nourish. We're offering an exclusive discount. If we don't hear from you, we might need a break. You might need a break from our emails, right? Really fun, lighthearted, on brand, looks great. We can even look at the analytics. Let me refresh this. Okay, I can't see the analytics. So let's just go back. Let's go like that. Click sunset flow. Go like that. Show analytics. So at least it pops up here. And we've barely made any money. I mean, these people don't really, open rate's low, right? Click rate's so low. They should all be like quadruple for any normal flow. So not doing too good, right? All right, that second email, wait 2 days. Okay, yeah. So this is the second, it's just popping to remind you. It's not just about a discount. We want you to experience our brand. Don't let the sun set on this opportunity. Kind of a pun on this flow, to be honest. If we don't hear from you, we're going to unsubscribe you from the list, right? So then what you do from there is you create, you wait 5 days for them to open it, give them a long consideration time after. I should actually add that here, right? Let's go like that. 5 days later. And then boom, profile property update. You just literally add this card, right? Add step. Update existing property, select the property, and it's let's go to suppressed. Yes, that's it. Okay, and so also look at this conditional split we added. Let's delete this. So after we wait 5 days, there's a conditional split. Have they opened the email, right? If it's a yes, and look, there is an open rate. There's in the last 7 days, 2.45 people have actually opened the email, right? They're not unengaged anymore. So we're not going to update them as suppressed. But if they have not opened, they will be updated as suppressed. So we update that profile property. If we exit this flow and we go to profiles, we have a lot of suppressed profiles right here, right? We can view the suppressed profiles. We can unsuppress these profiles as well, right? These user suppress are the ones that happen via the sunset flow. So what does that mean? So if you go to your billing, I don't want to share my clients like credit card info or anything like that, but you will reduce your billing over time if you are ensuring that you're upkeeping your sending with in line with your amount of active profiles. And your active profiles are going to be included if you don't suppress them. So you need to suppress these people, right? You need to do it because it's going to infect all your other sending segments. If you're sending to broader brands like 90-day, 180-day, 365-day, for example, and there are unengaged profiles, right? So maybe someone literally clicked on an email 364 days ago, Like you don't want those people to be in your, you know, your sending segments, right? That they're it's going to affect a lot of different things. If you're over sending to too many people on campaigns, including unengaged people, they're not opening the list, and you're signaling to those domain providers that you have a low quality, you know, subscriber list, and so it's just going to reduce all your open rates and your click rates. So you don't want to do that. So just suppress these profiles. Okay, that's you, and you can do it automatically, right? This is like upkeeping email deliverability. It's like automatic email deliverability maintenance. It's not very difficult for you to do. It's fair to the customer as well. Like you're giving them every opportunity to engage with the brand. And if they don't want to, it's like this is like a, you know, quid pro quo situation. Okay, then get off my email list. I don't want you on my email list, right? And so this will improve your Klaviyo billing. This will improve your email health. It is like such a core and important flow. It's almost like a top 5 flow. Like maybe it doesn't produce the most money in a direct context as far as like click and attribution, but I really think suppressing profiles, upkeeping email health and deliverability is one of the most important things you could ever do for your brand. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I showed you some examples, some analytics, kind of like the thought process around the creation and the theory and why we suppress profiles. I'll add some links on suppression. I'll add some links on the sunset flow so you can get like a better, more thorough impact on what it means for Klaviyo billing and what it means for deliverability as well. This is just kind of a scratching the surface Klaviyo tutorial, but there's a whole world to email deliverability. There's a whole world to like, you know, looking at like your Klaviyo billing and your suppressing, and, you know, like we actively unsuppress these profiles during sales because these people actually engage if there's a big enough discount. So there's a whole strategy there too, but I'm not getting into the weeds here. It was just like a quick and dirty, how do you set up a sunset flow? There's a tutorial. This is it. I'm Max, founder and owner of RevSkill YouTube channel. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and comment and let me know what you like. Like the video, comment, you know, your questions, comments, concerns, anything else you want to see. I'll be throwing up a bunch of tutorials. So thank you so much. Peace.